I watched Hulu's Hellraiser 2022, and these are my thoughts. A young woman struggling with addiction comes into possession of an ancient puzzle box, unaware that its purpose is to summon the Cenobites, a group of sadistic supernatural beings from another dimension. So I created this YouTube series where I was going over every single Hellraiser film, and this is the final Hellraiser film. But that being said, I still have like 2 other Hellraiser related videos that I'm gonna have coming out pretty soon, so you can look forward to those. I also plan on making a compilation of all the Hellraiser reviews, cut out the unnecessary parts and, put it all together in a longer video, but don't worry. That's going to be like a bonus video. I like to make 2 videos a week, so it'll just make a third for that week I release it. So with that, here are my spoiler-free thoughts. I would say that this film is actually a pretty good film, but I wouldn't say it's great. I found the gore in this film quite lackluster. To be fair, though, the gore is ramped up a bit towards the end, but, the first couple Hellraiser films, I felt like the gore was really well done, and after that, it kind of just not as good. And this film definitely doesn't have the best. And there's some like off-screen deaths or partially off-screen, and I would have liked to have been shown more. And while films don't have to follow likable characters, I found all of these characters pretty annoying, and like they argued a lot, and it was just annoying to watch. But they get less annoying towards the end. I would also say the Cenobite designs just weren't my favorite. I think they're like too polished. They looked, I don't know. Just wasn't a big fan of that. But all that being said, I still enjoyed this film, and I can't quite pinpoint the reason why, but I have a couple things that I do like about it. For example, I thought the story was unique enough. They changed how the lament configuration works, and I thought that was pretty cool. And as I said before, the gore was a disappointment, and the designs weren't my favorite, but there were still a couple gory scenes that in designs that I did like. There was a specific one with a certain character that I thought was pretty gnarly. So overall, this is probably top 5 or so, maybe a little bit less, Hellraiser films, but out of the 11, but that isn't saying a lot. Hellraiser isn't the most consistent when it comes to quality, or it's consistent after the first couple in a bad way. So those are my thoughts on Hellraiser 2022. I would love to know your guys' opinion on this film. This video is pretty short. I have a longer video coming out pretty soon after this video is released. Bye.